T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Transformers Generation Studio Series Transformers Movie 1 Brawl. You get a box that looks like this. Instructions, 3 optional weapons, 5 if we include these 2 optional turrets. They're not so optional, but you can pop them off if you want. Mission City Attack Display Base. I like this fig, but I'm not 100% wowed by it. Like when I pulled Megatron out of the package, I was wowed and I really liked him. He had like that big gaping hole through his body. Megatron did. But I still liked him. Like right away because of what he could do. This guy mostly gets on my nerves because of his articulation. He has a ton of points of articulation and a ton of points of movement. Like this right here, that moves with that. But one thing he doesn't have is the thigh rotation right here. Like, all the figures have been having thigh rotation right there, but he doesn't. He does have the knee swivel, but that only works so much for the types of poses that I try to get. And then he'll be back heavy because guess what? I mean, you can get the feet flat and don't have to worry about that. They didn't give him ankle pivot. All the other Voyager class figures had some type of ankle pivot. This one doesn't. I guess they're trying to say because this attaches to hair, they wouldn't have been able to do that. But yeah, you know you could have been able to detach that and still have an ankle pivot. But if you do detach it, you can kind of get him into like a walking pose because of that point of articulation, which is great. He has no waist joint. The head doesn't look up. It barely looks down and it can rotate. It can kind of tilt, but yeah. And then the arms. Trying to move. The arms already look wonky by design because that's how they looked in the movie. He looked like a big walking pile of limbs with a tank attached to it, but there you are. I mean, he has a lot of articulation up here, but getting a good looking pose is difficult because this isn't how shoulders and forearms should look normally. You have this articulation right there, swivel there, and a bend that's 90 degrees, but where is his elbow exactly? I don't know. If you detach it, the transformation, you can get it to go back like that, but yeah. Now, other than that, he resembles the movie from what I can remember. He has a ton of detail and nice silver paint and gunmetal paint. They even put little details inside of here where you wouldn't normally see that in the tank mode and whatnot. And he doesn't have a lot of waffle. He does have this in the back of the leg, but you have to really be staring at that for it to get on your nerves. Optionally, he has these guns. He has this gun right here, or this cannon that has several cannons on it. Of course, you can put that on his arm. You can put him on the back for storage, of course, as well. And his stand port is actually right here. And you have this little claw arm. You can put that on, or you can put this little Gatling cannon right there, or you can combine this. I mean, they make it separate, but you never really need to separate that. This claw actually goes up and down, but it doesn't completely retract. I don't like that. If you try to retract it, it's going to pop off. But here he is, all weaponized, and like I said, you can store that back there if you want. A lot of people have a problem with this hanging down. I don't know if that's movie accurate, but I don't care. Because the legs are so wonky, it's not like they get in the way anyway, like I said. So, there you are. He's just decent and okay. I mean, he'll be good in your display. But I also have a problem with, I feel like he should be bigger than he is. And they do have a leader class figure for that. But that one is wonky as well as far as articulation. So, don't hurt yourself trying to get that figure. Yes, all of these are Voyager class figures. And here's little bitty deluxe class jazz right there. Transformation. Take these guns off of him. Okay. Now we can turn these out of the way. Detach this. Fold these two panels right there. Or push the head down like this and fold the two panels beside the head. Now we can, just get these arms out of here, out the way for now. Move these forward, or move these out of the way. Bring it like forward, and we can rotate this way. Now with that out of the way, we can move this panel up. Go ahead, and these two things are tabs now. They need to go in there. Shove them into there. Slide these two arms up. Push this down on both sides. And make sure that this is that. And when you push these little two arms that hold these, make sure that they slide up and to the little groove right there and don't come past that. Now we can close this up. Go ahead and rotate it and bring it back. The arms are going to be the most confusing part, but basically we need to open this panel, rotate this inward like that, and now go ahead and with the arm in this orientation, wrap this around here like that. To show you that off again, we need to rotate the arm down like this and then bring this in like this. We could put the arm into this orientation and bring this panel over and under here. Now in the front, this needs to attach, and this needs to attach and slide down over top of that. In the back, we need to slide this together. Now we can start with on the legs. We can bring the foot up like this. Bring this little thing out like that. That's going to be a tab. Bring the foot up over here. Rotate the knees in facing each other. And go ahead and tab the feet together. Bring this up like that. Now we can rotate this out like that on both sides. Make sure that this is down. You might have pushed it out of whack while you're messing with things. And bring this around. There's a little tab there that goes in there. Like, make sure you squeeze that into place. Same thing over here. Squeeze that into place. Bring everything down back here. And boom. He is a tank. Make sure everything's still squeezed together. It has wheels. It rolls decently. I only have one nitpick with it. Well, right. I wish that this, since this doesn't rotate anymore, it rotates with the transformation, but it doesn't rotate anymore. I wish that they could have brought this down and made the legs clamp around it in some type of way. But it's lifted up. Your variance and lift will vary for you, basically, is what I was trying to say. Now, when I first transformed it, I don't remember it hovering so high, but it is hovering now. This does, fortunately, turn, which is a cool feature. You can pose these guns to whatever your liking may be. I like them to be up a little bit. The turret doesn't move up or down. You can kind of see the top of his head right there. And these are posable. So you can put these to your liking, but I believe they're supposed to be like this. It looks like this on the bottom. And you can go ahead and put these wherever you see fit. I'll put that there so that the cannons can be out to that way. And put this on this side. I don't know why he would need all of these guns on top of each other when he already has these two cannons. And he has these, but he's just overkill, as you can see. If you'd like, you could take this Gatling gun cannon out and point it backward, and maybe you can shoot things behind him. Or can you rotate these behind him? They're a bit wonky, so no. But besides this right here, I like the tank. I like that it comes together nicely and solidly. Like some of the weapons, this looks silly, really. But yeah, it comes together well and it rolls. So basically, it's a decent figure. I wish that it didn't cost so much. I think this is the guy who is flying off the shelf quicker than Megatron, because I actually seen Megatron a couple times on the shelf before I seen this dude. So yeah, it's the one people want, but I think Megatron is better, to be honest, to me. But I'm gonna do a whole overview of the waves. There's only 4 figures in this second wave, so prepare to see that at some point. Here's my reverse transformation, and then the video is gonna end. Thank you for watching. Reverse transformation, you don't have to, but go ahead and pull these guns off. It'll make it easier. Okay, now we can go ahead and detach these side panels. It's like, yeah, just pull them till they come off to the side. Bring that down and go ahead and bring that up like this. Down, up. Now we can move that out of the way. Unplug the feet. Move this that way. And bring the feet down. They will plug into these side panels right here. Around here we can turn it that way. Now we're done with the legs. Right here, we need to pull this out a bit. And right here, this slides up off of there. And back here, it slides out like that. Now we can move these panels out like this a bit, just to have them out of the way. Now we can come in the front right here, pull this little section down, and now bring this down right here, bring this down into that orientation, rotate these out of the way so we can lift this head up, bring this up, and bring these out. And there is a tab right here that goes into this port right there, but you have to move these out of the way. But get that into the port and you should be good. Alright, now we can move these forward, rotate this around. Actually, before you push this into place, rotate this around so you won't have to fight to get that into the right orientation. This needs to be straight down like that, and we can shut this, port this into the side of his shoulders. It was already shut over here. Port this into the side of the shoulders, bring the arms down, and right here we need to separate this, rotate it this way, and plug everything right there. Point these forward, and here he is in his robot mode. Again, you can put the guns on, do whatever you want, but basically reverse transformation done. Click the videos, click the fucking videos, baby, click the videos. You should really click these videos, click the videos, click those fucking videos, baby, click the videos. You really should click those videos.